How y'all are? I'm Justin Wilson. We have a new cookbook on outdoor cooking. The title is Justin Wilson's Outdoor Cooking with Inside Help. And here's how you get it.
Justin's new cookbook features all new recipes for cooking outdoors Louisiana style. To order, send your check or money order for $18.50, which includes postage and handling to Friends of LPB, P.O. Box 3122, Baton Rouge, Louisiana 70821. That's $18.50 to Friends of LPB, P.O. Box 3122, Baton Rouge, Louisiana 70821.
Soldiers. History like you've never seen it before. The Army Supply Corps is examined tomorrow night at 8.
New this season is the human face of the Pacific. This exciting new series explores the politics, economics, and cultures of the new Pacific. Atoll Life in Kiribati is a look at the seemingly unchanged culture of this island nation. New Caledonia, a land in search of itself, is America's first look at the social and political turmoil faced by this French territory. A Place of Power in French Polynesia is a look at the revival of traditional values and practices in Tahiti through cultural and performing arts. Finally, Marshall Islands, Living with the Bomb. During the 1950s, the Bikinians lost their islands to U.S. nuclear bomb tests. Don't miss the human face of the Pacific on this public television station.
Don't miss the premiere tomorrow night at 10:30.
Scotland, 1802. When a man has to eke out a living the best way he knows how, Jack Vincent is a smuggler, and everyone's after him. Rival rum runners, customs officers, and bloodthirsty spies. Oliver Tobias stars as
Jack Vincent.
As AETN presents the swashbuckling adventure series, Smuggler.
Be watching Tuesday night at 9.
A 1985 study stripped away many misconceptions about the hungry in Arkansas. Figures revealed that of some 134,000 households at risk of hunger, 2/3 were children or elderly people. While many churches responded through community feeding programs, the need was overwhelming. Something had to be done on a larger scale.
Discover groups solving the hunger problem. Watch Arkansas Born on AETN.
Embark upon an examination of the aspen tree at 7. Take an unusual view of one of nature's misunderstood animals, the rat, at 8. Friends reminisce over old times as The Jewel in the Crown continues. And at 10, a serious message reaches Richard.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. This common tree is home to an uncommon abundance of animals. But in even the slightest breeze, the trembling aspen takes on a life of its own. Aspen, Dancer on the Wind, next time on Nature.
Be watching tonight at 7.
Every war ever fought in the history of the world has been made possible by those who've supplied the goods to the front line. In the next episode of Soldiers, you'll find out about the sinews of war, those staggering amounts of ammunition and food rations that can make or break a military force. See Sinews of War on Soldiers.
TV worth watching
At 7 o'clock. Enter the treacherous realm of the elusive tiger at 8. 9 brings The Jewel in the Crown. And at 10, James Bellamy gets a change of scene.
on AETN tonight. Meet a modern-day Robinson Crusoe, naturalist Tweed Roy at 7 o'clock. At 8, enjoy a rare encounter with one of nature's most awe-inspiring creatures. Then at 9, suspicion obscures the truth. While at 10, a hunting trip opens doors for Hudson at Captain James. TV worth watching on AETN tonight.
Her name is Tweed Roy, and she lives a Robinson Crusoe-like existence on the Galapagos Islands. With no formal schooling, she's become a world-renowned photographer, author, and conservationist. Join this remarkable woman for a personal tour of the islands that time forgot, when Cliff Robertson narrates Galapagos, My Fragile World, the next National Audubon Society special.
TV worth watching tonight at 7 o'clock.
Arkansas Week. Arkansas's only statewide in-depth news analysis program, featuring a panel of leading journalists examining the week's top stories, reports on events that shape the lives of Arkansans, and interviews with the personalities that make Arkansas Week. Join moderator Thedford Collins Friday evenings at 8, exclusively on AETN.
Next on Centennial, they were promised peace, land, and freedom. Promises made on white man's terms.
Do you know what that promise means? Do you have any idea what do you think that promise will mean?
This land is ours. And when we tell you to get off, you get off.
All we white men have to do is keep our word.
There is only one word. War.
On AETN next Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock.
Evening at Pops is back with a special summer of great encore performances. This week, John Williams and the Boston Pops Orchestra welcome the fabulous song stylist Tony Bennett, jazz guitarist George Benson, Broadway and television star Nell Carter, composer-performer Toots Thielman, and Sarah Vaughan with Wynton Marsalis on Evening at Pops.
Coming your way on AETN in just a few moments. Explore the fascinating animal life of the Galapagos at 7 o'clock. Enter the treacherous realm of the elusive tiger at 8. 9 brings the jewel in the crown. And at 10, James Bellamy gets a change of scene.
On AETN tonight. Meet a modern-day Robinson Crusoe, naturalist Tweed Roy at 7 o'clock. At 8, enjoy a rare encounter with one of nature's most awe-inspiring creatures. Then at 9, suspicion obscures the truth. While at 10, a hunting trip opens doors for Hudson at Captain James. TV worth watching on AETN tonight. On AETN tomorrow night. What diplomatic crisis was at the center of the Trojan War? Find out at 7. At 8, Soldiers takes a look at some of history's greatest leaders. At 9, hop aboard great railway journeys of the world.
You really feel you're in the Andes now, climbing hard and clinging to the mountain by the skin of your teeth.
Then at 10, stay tuned for a unique look at the visual arts with Alive from Off-Center on AETN tomorrow night.
Arkansas Week. Arkansas's only statewide in-depth news analysis program, featuring a panel of leading journalists examining the week's top stories, reports on events that shape the lives of Arkansans, and interviews with the personalities that make Arkansas Week. Join moderator Thedford Collins Friday evenings at 8, exclusively on AETN.
The
following is a segment from Natural, Wild, and Free.
In east central Arkansas, there is a water quality problem different from Chico's, but equally as foul. In the 1950s, this chemical plant at Jacksonville began manufacturing a herbicide known as 2,4,5-T. The chemical, which contained a toxic byproduct known as dioxin, drained into the Biomeda, long one of the state's most productive commercial fishing streams. In the late 70s, alarming levels of dioxin were detected in the water, and since 1979, it has been illegal to sell fish caught from Biomeda. The ban placed a hardship on men like Buddy Wilson, who can no longer make his living as a commercial angler.
Yeah, I won't do it. I want a commercial fish if they can get where you can eat them. I let a fellow come in here last year. I didn't think he wanted to come in here. Everybody else was getting them, you know, and I told him, I said, I don't give a damn if you catch all of them, because I can't sell them. I ain't ate one in 5 years.
Babe Dabb's backyard touches the winding bayou he swam in as a boy. Over the years, he's seen the stream become more and more polluted. For Dabbs, a way of life has disappeared.
We swam in it as kids. It was just real clear. We had swimming pool, you know, swimming hole. We'd clean it out. Everybody'd get together and get all the brush and logs and stuff out, pull it out, and it'd just be just pretty and clear as it could be. We used it to drink, washed in it. The chemical spill killed most of your brush and your grapes and things along the bayou. Used to be a lot of possum grapes and things that game ate, and kids did too. When we'd fish, we'd crawl out on them, get us some grapes, and you smoked the muscadine vine. But they're all gone along the bow now. And they've just cleaned them out.
The chemical plant, now known as Vertac, no longer manufactures herbicides containing dioxin. And the state has sued the company to get the plant site cleaned up, to stop runoff from chemicals stored here. Vertac is in the process of spending nearly $3 million on the cleanup, and there are signs that the water quality in the Biomeda is slowly starting to improve.
The first object in anything like this is to stop all the sources and then deal with the downstream problem. We have been monitoring downstream for 5 years now, and this next sampling period will be our 5th sampling period. And we have seen a steady decline in the concentration in the whole fish tissue. So we believe that we've essentially stopped the surface water discharges as a source of pollution.
Evening at Pops is back with a special summer of great encore performances. This week, John Williams and the Boston Pops Orchestra welcome the Canadian Brass Quintet, mezzo-soprano Marilyn Horne, the tuneful impersonations of Rich Little, baritone Benjamin Luxon, and the Mills Brothers on Evening at Pops.
TV worth watching, coming your way next.
On AETN tonight.
Bighorn sheep, manatee, and ingenious ideas for recreating lost habitat come your way at 7 o'clock. At 8, travel through the realm of the alligator. Then at 9, Merrick questions his new intelligence sergeant's loyalty. While at 10, a former employee seeks refuge at Eaton Place. TV worth watching.
On AETN tonight.
Get a new perspective on what war is really like when Soldiers looks at the experience of war.
For most, war is recalled as a blend of light and shade, with the warmth of comradeship and shared endeavor set alongside the misery of privation and the shock of battle.
The experience of war as seen through the eyes of the men who have fought it. Next time on Soldiers. On AETN tomorrow night at 8.
Next on Centennial, war explodes across the nation as brother battles brother and white man betrays Indian.
I was born here. I will live here. I will fight here. And I will die here.
They haven't done anything wrong at all, except to be here.
Centennial.
Coming your way next on AETN. Find out what can be done about the declining duck population at 7 o'clock. At 8, see how the grizzly bear struggles to coexist with man. And Sarah tries to prevent a marriage at 9.
The North American duck is in decline. For some species, there are only half as many now as there were just 30 years ago. Will thoughtless development, farming which ignores wildlife, and water pollution further diminish their numbers? Find out when John Hurd narrates Ducks Under Siege, the next National Audubon Society special.
On AETN tonight at 7 o'clock.
Next on Nova. Wild orangutans are humankind's third closest relatives. They live elusive lives deep in the jungles of Borneo and Sumatra. But fewer than 40,000 orangutans still live in the wild. And there is a growing population of orphaned and captive orangutans that are being cared for and then released into the jungle. Orangutans of the rainforest. That's next time on Nova.
Great AETN viewing Tuesday night at 7.
The next I knew, I was on the ground and the bear was on top of me. I could feel the claws.
Can this legendary, larger-than-life animal share man's world? I'm Peter Coyote. Join me for a look at the grizzlies, a National Geographic special.
On AETN Wednesday night at 7 o'clock.
But it takes expensive equipment to produce these shows. Your pledges can also be applied to equipment purchases. More after this.
We can go into environmental concerns. We can do programs on hunger. We can do programs on wildlife. And all of these can be focused right at Arkansas. And so these are the special kinds of programs that can be produced here at AETN that really no other commercial station can do.
You know, for what I'm spending for one night's entertainment, I can get a subscription for the AETN program guide for a whole year. Only $15, and my family and I can enjoy selecting our favorite shows together at home.
If your evening's out play like a bad movie, send a $15 check to AETN, Post Office Box 100, Conway, Arkansas, 72032.
When you have something special, you should accept responsibility for protecting it.
And AETN is certainly something special. It's a friend, companion, teacher, and a work of art.
So if AETN is special to you, isn't it also worth preserving? Please call now and make a pledge. I'm Lisa Gibson.
And I'm Tommy Sanders for Summer Break.
From the Educational Center of Arkansas, this has been AETN Summer Break.